to tell you about one story. Basically, this is a folklore from Central Borneo. The name of the story is The Search of Sepang Saltwater. But firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Ade Agiligita Kirana and my register number is 888-118-056. So now, let's jump to the story. An ancient story in Sepang, Central Borneo, lived a widow named Amas. She lived together with her daughter named Tumbai. Tumbai is a very beautiful girl. She is also very kind and friendly to everyone. Every young man who saw her wanted to be her husband. So there are many young men that came to her house and want to take her hands. But what happened? Tumbai always reviews all of the marriage proposal that came to her. Her mother feels very anxious about her. She always tried to pursue Tumbai to accept one of the marriage proposals. But again, Tumbai reviews all of them. But Tumbai is really understand about her mother's concern. So one day, she applied conditions to every young man who want to be her husbands. The conditions are seems very heavy and it is impossible to be realized. Is that to change the source of fresh water turn into salt like a seawater. Her mother feels very confused, so she asks Tumbai to remove the requirements. Oh my daughter, can you please remove the requirements? Cause it seems nobody can fulfill your requirements. But Tumbai answers strictly. No, mother, I have thought about it day and night. There must be someone who can fulfill my requirements. That is the clue that I get from my dreams. Whoever the young man is, he will be my husband. After hear that, Tumbai mother never asks about it again. But she still feels very anxious. She's scared that her daughter will not get married. So she always pray to the God day and night. Oh God, please grant my daughter wishes. Send us a young man that can fulfill my daughter requirements. One day, Tumbai mother prayers were answered by God. Come a very handsome young man from a village named Barito to meet Tumbai and her mothers. Tumbai mother was very happy. So the young man asked Tumbai to be his wife. So Tumbai mother asks, "Oh, a handsome young man, my daughter didn't ask for an expensive dowry. She just asked for one condition. Did you ever hear about that?" "Yes, I did, ma'am." Did Tumbai want to change the source of fresh water in Sepang turn into salt like seawater? Tumbai mother was very happy. "I will try to change it, ma'am. Please pray for me so I can fulfill your daughter requirements." Every people in the village think that the young man was crazy. How it can be impossible for someone to change the fresh water sources in the river turn into salt like seawater? But the young man didn't care about what people talk about him. So he go to the river and sit on the big rock around the river. He spent a lot of days of praying in the river. After spending many days of praying, finally the young man's prayers were answered by God. Suddenly, the source of the fresh water in the river changed into salt like seawater. every people in the village didn't believe it, so they want to come and try it for proof it. After they come and taste the water, it's a really feel so salty. Hear that Tumbay mother comes to the river with a very happy. At the end of the story, Tumbay with a handsome young man get married. They hold a very big wedding party. Tumbay and a handsome young man live very richly. They live from the source of Sepang saltwater. So the villagers also do the same business with Tumbay and a handsome guy. They become a rich and well off too. Until now, the Kahayan Hulu people still believe about the story is really happened because they think it is impossible for a river have salt water like seawater. So guys, what do you think about the story? Is this really happens or not? So, I think that's all from me for today, and thank you for your time and see you soon.